Hello. It's Redban. This is virtual Redban number 650. Nothing. There's not much going on today, guys. So I have a couple things I'm going to talk about. Some VR, some not VR, and some just fucking disgusting. Welcome to virtual Redban. I'm having my first drink of the night. Happy Tuesday. I'm not wearing that watch anymore. That Swatch watch. If you didn't see last episode, I showed you my new Swatch watch. It's a retro watch that I had. It's a remake of a watch that I had when I was a kid, and I was showing you guys it and how loud it was. I mean, it's like, you know, the ticking noise. It's so loud. When I was doing my blood work a couple days ago, the nurse came in and it was like, "Do you hear that? Do you hear that?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my watch." And she goes, "Are you kidding? Why is that so loud?" I'm like, "I have no idea." And yeah, it drove me crazy. And then, just to give you an update, I told you that I eBayed the original version of the Swatch watch that I had in 1985, and I got it today. And I pulled it out, and it was sticky, and there was all this oil all over it, and I tried to wash it off, and I couldn't. And I contacted the seller, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude? This shit's like got all this crap all over it." And he goes, "Man, I have no idea." He's like, "The only thing I could think of is like I cleaned it off with Windex before I sent it to you. Maybe the Windex and like the heat like did something to the old plastic or something like that." I'm like, but luckily he's letting me return it. I'm not even going to show it to you because I already packaged it up to return. But lucky he let me send that back. But that's a shame. Anyway, so I'm back to the Apple Watch. Anyways, cheers to you guys. If you're drinking tonight. Yeah, and if you like this hat I'm wearing, this is the new Death Squad hat. I'm drinking my Death Squad mug juice. And you can find that at deathsquad.tv. That's right. It's the original website, deathsquad.tv. If you click at the top, you might see Shop Squad right there on the top menu. That'll take you to shopsquad.tv. There you can get the mug, you can get the new hat, and they are selling quick, guys. Thank you for all of you guys that have bought this hat. This is the Death Squad Starlux hat. It's a trucker hat, flex fit. It doesn't have the normal trucker hat snapback on it, which I love. It's become my new favorite hat. You can get it at shopsquad.tv. You could also get the Death Squad mug that I am drinking out of. Yes, it is so pretty. Look at all the different photos of it. Yes. 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 Anyways, that's at shopsquad.tv, or you can just go to deathsquad.tv. If you go to deathsquad.tv, you could also find every episode of Kill Tony we've ever done, including the last one with the great, my good friend, Theo Vaughn. Theo is such a sweetheart, and, you know, it's hard to find a person that really has any problems with Theo. Theo's just always one of the nicest guys ever. And if you go to Kill Tony on YouTube, youtube.com/KillTony, you can watch this episode. It's great. A lot of fun moments in it. This crazy woman right here, what a shock. She seemed just like an old hippie from California. I mean, just looking at her, she looks like an old hippie from California. And, you know, I'm not going to give anything away about her, but the shit she says at the end, she's crazy for saying it on a podcast. Like, a lot of people are thinking that she's going to get arrested. And I don't know about that, but she just turned cuckoo halfway through, though. It was pretty crazy. I love an old cuckoo, though. I love it. They're just hilarious. But so check it out. She was a sweetheart, though, for being a crazy person. She even cooked us a bunch of cookies that night. She just dropped off a shitload of cookies to us. So, yeah. A lot of fun people. This girl's great. I had her on this secret show. This guy was amazing. Oh, and during this guy's set, there is a part, and it kind of fucking sucks. There's a part around 40 seconds in where the screen goes black for about 10 to 20 seconds. And even I was like, what the fuck? And it probably freaked a lot of people out. This was like a glitch during rendering or YouTube or something like that. And yeah, nothing, that wasn't a cut. It was just a glitch. So I wish YouTube would if YouTube just let you just like replace the video file, you know, if it has to get approved by YouTube or whatever, so you're not scamming people somehow. But if it's just like something like that, like a glitch, I wish they would let you just replace the video file. Because now I don't know what to do. I feel like I should re-upload it without the glitch on, just, you know, so it won't freak people out. But yeah, it's already got 460,000 views though, so it's like, that's ridiculous. That was yesterday I uploaded this, but I just wanted to let you know, a lot of people were asking what the hell that was, and it was just a glitch. It was not on purpose. It was not an edit. I didn't edit anything out of what that gentleman was saying. That dude was hilarious. Anyways, it was a really fun episode. I really love this episode. And yeah, so there you go. You can find it at youtube.com/KillTony, or you could always just go to deathsquad.tv. There you have all the links right here on the right. YouTube, Kill Tony, Redban, whatever. Shop Squad. My foot itches. And then at the very top, there's Sunset Strip Comedy Club. Yes, I own a comedy club. You might have heard me talk about this a couple of times on Kill Tony. You might have seen the advertisement at the beginning of Virtual Redban. But there it is. I own a comedy club on the famous 6th Street of Austin, Texas. If you click on that, there you go. Or if you just go to Sunset Strip ATX, you got all our shows. We have shows every single night. Tonight, right now, is Good Evening News live. Are they live right now? Do we know? Do we know if they are live right now? Let's just look at one of these. Let's see. Oh, God. Hold on a second, guys. Let me see if they're live right now. So this is a show that's at Sunset, and it's like a podcast YouTube show, and they just started. And they stream every Tuesday when I'm live on here. Yep, they are. Let's just snoop in on them. This is my comedy club, the Sunset Strip ATX, and this is a show called Good Evening News. You can find them on YouTube, Good Evening News. I've never watched it, except for when I watch it on here. Let's see what's going on here. It's like a news show, I think.
If you laughed at that, you've done real work. If you don't know what I'm talking about, your parents are probably paying your cell phone bill. It's okay. Press the little bubble 3 times. Fire the chainsaw up in the bedroom. Saw through your bathroom door. They're cheap at Home Depot. You can get a new one. Yell something crazy like, I want to taste you. I'm telling you right now, if there's a man who broke into your house with a gun and he hears a chainsaw, he's going to go, no way. I don't even like.
There you go. Usually it's them talking, kind of like a news show. Let's see, here's the news show part of it, I think.
Apparent murder-suicide this weekend.
Anyways, check it out. There's a bunch of fun stuff at Sunset Strip ATX, including, most important, well, we have Roast Battle Wednesday, tomorrow. But most important, every Thursday, I do the Death Squad Secret Show. Last week, we had Ari Shaffir popped in. We had 15 comedians. We had Brian Holtzman on there. We had Hans Kim, most hated guy on Reddit. Actually, second most. That first one goes to Uncle Laser. But yeah, it's every Thursday Secret Show. Get your tickets, Sunset Strip ATX. Last week was packed. This week is going to be so much fun. And I am not doing a secret show next week. So this is, if you're in Austin, you're thinking about going to the secret show in the next couple of weeks, this is your chance, because next week I am not going to be I'm taking a week off. Sometimes you got to take a week off. Doing the show every Thursday, doing Kill Tony every Monday. Sometimes little baby Brian needs a little baby break. So go to Sunset Strip ATX.com. Get your tickets to all our fucking fun shows. And you could just always find all these links that I've talked about at deathsquad.tv. That's the homepage. So there you go. There you go, guys. Here's also my P.O. box if you want to send me something, or if you want to email me. There you go. There you go. Yo, homie. Thank you for the tip, HVA. Thank you, buddy, for the nice little $4 tip. You are so nice. Appreciate it. What else I was going to say? Anything else? Yeah. Speaking of the Sunset Strip, yes, my comedy club, the Sunset Strip, is on 6th Street. And you might have seen this. I don't know if this actually became big. I think it became a little bit big on TikTok, maybe. But I don't know if this is like something that's big, or this is just Austin, Texas gossip. But if you guys know anything about 6th Street, it is a crazy street. It is like it reminds me of when I lived in Ohio. It was like the high street on campus. It was like, just weekends and at night, it is just a bunch of people getting fucking wasted. And all the bars are like clubs and music bars, and Sunset Strip Comedy Club and the Mothership and Vulcan. But it's known to be really fucking crazy and very rowdy. And it's very entertaining. There's a few websites or channels on YouTube I follow. One of my favorites is, I think it's called Texas Street Fights. I think I've talked about it before on here. I might show you guys in a bit. I don't know. But it's literally these guys that just hang out on 6th Street and film fights at night. Because what it is it's the college is right nearby. So it's a lot of college kids mixed in with a lot of tourists. And I mean, it's pretty much the hottest street ever. And it's gotten pretty crazy lately. You know, it's gotten, you know, there's always shit going on. There's always fights, and there's, you know, a lot of people getting shot, you know, just a bunch. It's a mess. And that's why if you're like me, if you're an older guy, or, you know, you just got your shit together, you know, I don't recommend being on 6th Street after midnight. That's my personal rule. I try to leave 6th Street by midnight. Now, since I've owned this club, I've kind of broke that rule a few times. But think of it this way, though. Like, if this is 6th Street, this is a homeless shelter. This is the police headquarters right next door. Here's Creek in the Cave over here. Then over here, there's Vulcan. Here is Mothership. And here is Sunset Strip. Most of the shit, the crime and everything happens in this bubble up here. Vulcan is pretty close to the bubble, so Vulcan is actually pretty much in the bubble of like crazy shit. Mothership, it's when you start getting away from this bubble of the police department and the homeless shelter, it gets better. So yeah, this part of where the Sunset in the Mothership is, it's a little bit better. But a lot of the crazy shit always happens up at the other side. It's pretty ridiculous. It's like within blocks, it goes from what the fuck to, oh, I feel safe now. It's ridiculous. But anyways, something happened. I believe this was Friday night. I was not there, but many people sent me this video. Many people I know, including, I think, maybe Mumford, or there was a couple of Sunset people that saw this. And this is one of those streets on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They close the street at, I think, 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. You're not allowed to park on the street. They tow you your cars immediately. Then they open it up so you're allowed to walk on the street because there's just so many people. It's like New Orleans. There's just so many people on the streets getting drunk, going to bars. So they have police set up everywhere, but they also have horses, like police on horses that will gallop around. I guess I don't know why they do that. Like, why are you getting a horse involved? I guess it's more like, look at that, there's an armed guard, you know, or it's supposed to, I don't know. I guess you look at people or cops on horses more. It's like a police tactic probably, but like, you know, just to show their presence. I don't know what it is. Why do they still use horses? But the horses, of course, poop everywhere. And there was this video going around of this, what looked like a drunk girl. I think she was like on acid. I mean, she looks like, just watching this video a few times, and like 40 people have 40 different camera angles of this video. But supposedly the story is that there was a fight and the police took down a guy. They tackled a guy who was fighting in front of this woman who either has allegedly been on some kind of drug or just mental illness. And the more I found out this girl, later I found out this girl's Instagram, and I checked her Instagram, and we'll take a look at that in a bit, maybe. But her Instagram's kind of sketch. Like, it's like her in the bathtub throwing tampons at the wall and just really gross toenails and you know, just things like that. Like, it reminds me of a couple of people I used to date back in the day that are just like, what the fuck is wrong with this person? Very artsy. Like, out of nowhere, they'll just start painting their walls with spray paint to be artistic. They're going to start a clothing company or a bead company, you know. The worst. But, you know, whatever. But this video is, so the woman saw this guy get tackled, And so to protest, this crazy woman decides that she is going to roll around in horse shit in front of everybody to protest. Yes, because that makes a bunch of sense. And this is just one of the 50 videos people took of this woman. And let me tell you, living in Austin, this is what everybody's talking about in Austin. Let's take a little look-see of this. Look how many people have their phones out. It's like a fucking concert, a Bieber concert. She's putting the horse shit on her face. She's rubbing it on her mouth, I guess, and her neck. Now she's rolling in it. And I just love, by the way, that was just like, there's a lot longer videos of her just sitting there rolling in it for a long time. But I like how many people were at the beginning of the video, like, holy shit, look at this crazy woman. And then when she starts like rolling in it, people are like, I'm out of here. It's such a, like, people are getting away from her. Gumbo says horse poop is called road apples. Oh, Gunboo. You son of a bitch. That's hilarious. Anyways, I'll let you try to find all the rest of the videos, but my good friend Gary Faust, who you might have seen on an old Dead Air, I believe he was on one of those. I forget who he came with. Oh, he came with the strippers or something. But he's done a lot. He's just behind the scenes, always the video guy. I think he used to be a reporter for like a news channel or something, and now he just makes fun videos and podcasts all over. If you watch any of like Uncle Laser's podcast or a lot of other people's podcasts, he's the producer. He's like the old school Redban from like 15 years ago, but of Austin. He's a good guy though. I was hanging out with him a couple of nights ago, all night. He's a degenerate. I guess he pretty much, any of the adjectives people call me, like disheveled and stuff, he's pretty much the same. Anyways, he found this girl and he interviewed her and he has it on his YouTube, and I have not. I've been waiting to watch this. Yes, that's her. And she's wearing the same shirt. Not the same pants though, but she is definitely wearing the same shirt. She must have went in some guy's pool to wash it off. Anyways, follow Gary on YouTube, Gary Faust, if you want to follow him. He's got a lot of inside scoops. He even did like a video where he interviewed a bunch of comics in the back alley a couple weeks ago. He always wears wife beaters now. Usually he has his nipples shown. Anyways, I want to just say right now, if you look at this girl, if I was single and this girl was like, let's fuck, I'm down. I mean, she's not that ugly. Janice, I said if I was single, if you were dead. But I mean, if you look at her, I mean, just this one shot, I've not watched this video, so I don't know if maybe it just caught her in a good angle. But right there, I'm just saying, she doesn't look that unattractive to be putting horse shit all over her and eating horse shit and laying in horse shit, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm only looking at the waist up too. And yeah, her hair she needs to bleach her hair or dye her hair, of course. And she has what looks like a tattoo on her cheek of, I can't tell, is that a star? Is that a fucking star? It appears to be a star. I can't really tell. Can you guys tell? I don't know. Yeah, I would say out of 10, she's a good solid 5. Just from this one screenshot. Now, it appears that she is somebody that has hung out at comedy clubs before. I have heard a story about that took place at the Creek in the Cave where another comic, like he sucked her feet or something. So maybe she's like, I don't think she's a comedian, but maybe she's just like one of those chuckle fucker crazy people. Because chuckle fuckers are usually like mentally crazy and they just hang out at comedy clubs and try to fuck comics all the time. I have not seen this interview. Let's take a little look at this interview. This is Gary Faust on YouTube.
Hey, I am here with Jubilee. That was your name, correct?
No, it's Madam Jubilee.
Okay. I'm going to take that down to a 4. I did not notice that zit on her forehead and that weak chin. I am being nice. I'll keep it at a 5.
So last night you went viral on...
All right, I can see her areolas getting hard. Wait a second. Were they hard when they began? Guys, how did her nipples get hard in 5 seconds? I'm not... Wait, was there an edit? There is no hard nipples in this beginning part.
Okay, I am here with Jubilee. That was your name, correct?
No, it's Madam Jubilee.
So last night you
Well, now they're hard.
went viral on a bunch of different social media platforms because
So
you
wait,
were
wait.
caught on video.
So is
down-
Gary's nipples. Hold on a second. Was Gary's nipples? Yeah, his nipples were hard at the beginning. All right, never mind.
platforms because you were caught on video downtown playing with horse shit.
That is correct.
Can you tell me what happened?
Okay, so basically I was
Okay.
like downtown enjoying myself, you know, getting my dance on, and all of a sudden I hear like a boom, like a shoo, I don't know how to describe it, and I see just a man going down and like cops like jumping on him, like 4 or 5 cops just like on his back, and I just like, my mind just like activates and I'm like, oh my God.
My mind just like activates, like it was like my mind just like, hey, I had a boom and a guy went down at cops. And my mind just activated.
I can't breathe, like I'm
I
like,
can't breathe. The cops, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. This black guy went down and the cops jumped on him. I can't breathe. My mind, activate mind. Horseshit. Where's horseshit? Activate.
what
Wait.
is
Oh man, she's one of those girls. All right, ladies, I don't mind a little tattoo here and there, but when you start fucking with your fingers, that's like, you know, if I'm holding your hand at a restaurant for your anniversary, we're sitting across from each other, there's a candle in the middle, and we're just holding our hands, waiting for our food, and I'm just looking you in the eyes, and we're reflecting about all the years that we've been dating on our anniversary, and I'm holding your hand. I look down at your little blue prison tattoo hand. I'm just gonna be like, like, who am I? I mean, you want a menthol right now, lady? Yeah, that's just, you're holding my photo. You're holding my webcam with your prison tattoo hands right now. I just hate, I just think there's certain parts. That's why when people get sleeves, they usually cut it off right here, right at the watch band. But those fingers, and you wash your hands so much, and your hands are so used that the tattoos on your hands always, like, they don't last long. They get fucked up fast. They get blurry. So now it just looks like you're a dirty girl with horse shit all over your hands.
it's like my mind just like activates and I'm
My mind just like activates.
like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Like,
I can't.
Oh my God, I can't breathe.
I'm like, what is happening? So I like walk slowly over there, and he's on the ground, and I just
Wait, I love how she like, instead of just saying I just walked over there, I walked slowly over there because I couldn't breathe. Like she said slowly. Like she's painting a artistic picture in her head. I know this kind of girl. This is the kind of girl that makes paintings and her own clothing line where she just spray paints clothing with stencils on a hotel bed.
and he's on the ground, and I don't know, I want to do something, so I like lie on the ground, and I just try to make eye contact with him so that if so someone can just stay conscious and like try to like shoot out good vibes.
Oh my God. What is this drug, guys? Can we all put in the chat room what this drug is, or is it mental illness? I think it's a drug mixed with mental illness, but I don't know what the drug is. I want to say it's like some kind of psychedelic, but I mean, this might just be stupid. I don't know.
And then they see me, and they try to kind of push me away, and like they like grab him, and they get up. Well, actually, but before all of that, they have horse.
Oh, she's a Quentin Tarantino. See that? She's playing with the timeline now. But before all that, it was 1998. My father and my mother did so much fentanyl. They did fentanyl before anyone knew what fentanyl was, and they had sex. And they made me.
All around, and honestly, like the energy was so intense that the horses just like shat. Like I've never seen, like obviously.
Do you think the horses are not used to 6th Street energy? They're there every fucking week, multiple days, hours. They've seen shootings. They've seen worse shit than some girl laying on the ground next to a guy getting tackled and trying to lock eyes like the fucking Lost TV show or something.
Obviously, horses like poo. That's the thing. Like you'll see it like randomly, like little drops. But like it was like a thunder of like just and like it like vibrated the ground. It was like boom.
It vibrated the ground. Soft poop vibrated the ground. Now I just want you to know, as a reporter, Gary is doing a great job with his wife beater and his sweaty fucking hair. And he's still doing the reporter shit where he's like, I get it. I understand. And he nods because it makes her feel comfortable with, it's a interview thing. Watch him nodding.
Like it was like a thunder of like just and like it like vibrated the ground. It was like boom. Like the horses were like, what the fuck is happening? We do not consent. We do not like.
Oh my God. The horses were like, what the fuck is happening? I don't consent is what she just said. What the Sam hell is going on in this video? Look at her crazy face. Why is it every time I pause her, things are happening? God, she needs to wash her forehead. She's got some clogged pores and some oily skin. You would think that horse shit would have helped.
This. Anyway, so they grab him and they take him away, and the street goes back to how it is, and I'm just looking around and being like, what the fuck? Like, how is this life? Like,
Wait, is she new here? I hope, Gary, if you can hear me past Gary, please ask where she's from. If she's lived in Austin her whole life, or did she just move here from like Iowa or something?
Like no one will remember this moment. It's just gonna be like another day.
No one's gonna remember that moment is right, because it fucking happens every 10 minutes on 6th Street. Are you fucking Amish right here? Are you Amish right here, lady?
For everyone else, and then I like turn around and there's all that horse shit, and
Oh my God. You know what? What is going on, guys?
I don't know.
Wait. Somebody in the Kyle Patterson, swear on everything you ain't feeling it here, Redban. Kyle. I got $100 if you play 5 minutes straight. Dude, go to Gary Faust's web YouTube right here. You can watch it right now, dude. I'm not stopping you. I am dissecting this video that Gary made. Do you not understand it, Kyle? Kyle, the one guy that doesn't have an avatar in his screen name doesn't get things much, do they?
No, it just like felt grounding to be like, well, I'm gonna sit here because like this shit was wild, and I just sat down and
No pun intended.
yeah.
Oh my God, Gary, get your minute together, Gary. Gary, get your minute together. Get on Kill Tony, Gary. Did you see how fucking funny Gary was? Let's just watch Gary's joke again.
And I just sat down and
No pun intended.
yeah.
You
It's like this shit was wild, and I just sat down and
No pun intended.
yeah.
You basically rolled around in shit and played with horse shit to save somebody from being arrested?
No, I mean no, because I don't want to be like trying to be like I'm a hero and I'm just gonna try to do so much for the world. Like no, I just like sat in shit because the world is shit. And
Hey, did any of you guys, for a second right there, think that she put the shit all over and sat down on the shit because she was trying to save the world or be a hero or something? Did any of you guys think that? Because she just cleared it up. So you might want to change your review.
Played with horse shit to save somebody from being arrested?
no, I mean no, because I don't want to be like trying to be like I'm a hero and I'm just gonna try to do so much.
And by the way, you hear that voice? No, that's the voice that tells her to sit in horse shit. See, hear that other voice? That's her other personality. See how her face, like she tucks in her lips and changes her, she morphs her face. Like she's no, remember how many times I have stopped and been like, look at this girl. Now she doesn't even look like the same girl. She's a shapeshifter, guys. And that voice that you hear her using right now, that's the voice that tells her to go in the shit.
No, I mean no, because I don't want to be like trying to be like I'm a hero and I'm just gonna try to do so much for the world. Like no.
It kind of has like a "Hey, darling," like an old school like "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn" kind of sound. You hear that? Like she almost wants to flick a little cigar. Like I don't want to save the world. Was that Liza Minnelli or something?
Basically rolled around in shit and played with horse shit to save somebody from being arrested?
No, I mean no, because I don't want to be like trying to be like I'm a hero and I'm just gonna try to do so much for the world. Like no, I just like sat in shit because the world is shit, and like I don't know, that stuff doesn't fear me. Like being dirty doesn't fear me. Like it actually like grounds me.
Okay.
And like there was something like sacred actually if you think about shit. You know.
All right. Before we get into her saying there's something sacred thinking about shit, I just love that Gary is wearing a wife beater. He's sweating his ass off. He's burning his skin. Her pores are clogged and trying to come out. Like it is 110 degrees right now in Austin. And they're interviewing outside. And she's wearing a swimsuit. This is the fucking most hilarious shit, Gary.
It's removing the toxins from our bodies. So really, it's
They wash clear your pores then.
kind of was a metaphor of like, you know, the society. A lot of like fucked up shit happens, and like, how can we like remove that toxins and like
Just like a facial scrub, you know, just like get in there. Like I can recommend you a couple ones. They're pretty cheap. You just got to scrub your face, you know, like morning, night, before bed. You know, and then there's some really good sprays I recommend, you know, that really like, you know, just help you have healthy skin. It's not horse poop, and it's not wearing the same shirt that you wore a couple days ago with poop, and your hair. Just shave your head and start over, I think.
lemons, like turn lemons into
Is that a
lemon.
rubber? That is a legit rubber band in your hair too.
Like, and honestly,
what
it
is she
wasn't
saying
like
about
going,
lemons?
like how can we like remove that toxins and like lemons, like turn lemons into lemonade, like, and honestly, it wasn't
Okay.
like I wasn't walking over there being like I'm gonna roll around in it. Like no, I just sat down, and then like people started,
Spur of the moment kind of thing.
Where's the microphone? What?
Wait. Wait, I just paused on this? I think this sums up why she did it. She saw a black guy get tackled by cops. I mean, what happened to this microphone, by the way? I don't understand it. Gary just drop it? Wait, what happened? Like, that was a, don't, they need, I want to know what happened. Do they explain this? Why is it when he picked it up, like she went to like lick it? What is going on with my space bar pausing now? God, she's got some scripture on her left. I just noticed that. She's got some kind of cursive. Yeah, just because it's cursive. It's like by the way, cursive tattoos on your body is the new Asian letter on your body for dumb bitches. Hey, and I'm a dumb bitch. I got shit. I got some old school Asian lettering on my arm, and that's why I'm don't be like me. I need to write that down, by the way. Cursive is like the new Chinese letters for tattooing. It probably says something like, keep your eyes open and look backwards, or something like that. It's stupid. But anyways, why is she sucking this? Wait, how did this mic drop? He's holding the mic. That's a good picture. Pause too. I'm the pause guy. She's farting right now. That's what she's doing.
And then like people started
Spur of the moment kind of thing.
Where's the
Well,
microphone?
what happened there? Oh, that's just Gary's fart face. And she's taking a shit.
It's just
What?
mine now. People like started to like circle
What the fuck, Gary?
around me when I was just sitting there. I was just chilling. Like I had no plan. And I was just sitting there and then people started circling me. And then I'm not going to lie, I'm an entertainer. So like I just felt inspired. Like,
Let me guess, you're in sex work?
Ooh, God, Gary. Gary. Are you watching your video on virtual Redban right now? So fucking funny.
okay, that was like a huge leap. You didn't like make it a little
Oh.
inspired.
Ari Manis is in the town. And by the way, we have a correspondent. Ari Manis is a professional, and he could really help out. I wish hopefully Ari, you saw the beginning of this, because it's not going to make much sense. To wrap up, Ari, this girl is known, very famous in Austin right now. She protested she saw a black guy get arrested on 6th Street. And like he was tackled, and then she fell on the ground and locked eyes, and then she was mad that this black guy was getting arrested, like she'd never been on a 6th Street before. And then she saw some horse shit and started rolling in horse shit. Everyone filmed her rolling in horse shit, putting in her face. My friend Gary found her and has been interviewing her. She didn't have hard nipples. Now she did. And then something happened with the mic. They cut out. It must have been weird. They're sweating their ass off. And Gary's nipples have been hard the whole time.
Like,
Let me guess, you're in sex work?
Oh my God. You want a blowjob? $40. Just pull over to the side in the parking lot. The El Pollo Loco. I mean, the Whataburger. Just pull into the parking lot of the Whataburger. Unlock the door. All right, I need the $40 now.
okay, that was like a huge leap. You didn't like make it a little bit more like tunneled. I am a stripper.
Oh my God, please do not say the yellow rose or the red rose. Please do not say that you're a stripper at the yellow rose or the red rose.
If you didn't like make it a little bit more like tunneled, I am a stripper, dancer, and yes, I specialize in sex work. I'm like a tantric healer is what I like to.
Oh, gross. Ari Manis, she's a legend, yes.
to call myself. But yes, also sex work, because that word is like those words are really
How much, guys in the chat room? I need a number. All right. She is absolutely, allegedly, maybe for sale. How much for full service with this lady do you think she charges? If she was. Oh, I mean, this is all fake. How much? You know, I would say the going rate for, let's just say, let's just do hand jobs. No, blow job. Let's do blow job. Let's say the going rate for a blow job is $80 to $120. I mean, like a homeless blowjob's probably like $10 to $30, and they don't usually have teeth. They're actually like the, you know, little secret catch right there. Like, I mean, that's why you get a $10 gum blowjob. It don't matter. But how much would you say a blowjob is from her? Would you guess? I would say. Like free. I would say free. I would say she doesn't even know she's giving a blowjob. You could trick her. You could just like literally pick up some gravel from the parking lot and put it in like a cloth bag, you know, like a bag that sunglasses come in, and just be like, give it to her, or a Patron bag. Yeah, Patron bag. And then just rip off the Patron label or whatever. Give it to her, and then she's like, it's a fair trade. It's a fair trade. Ari would rather hook up with Greg in the chat. Who's Greg? Greg. Oh, yeah. I would rather hook up with Greg. Honestly, like, I'm not gay at all, but I know Greg, and if I had to do any, like, get a blowjob from her or Greg, I'd probably say Greg too, Ari. At least he has that bald head. If we could put a wig on or something. All right, let's rewind a little.
so like I just felt inspired.
Let me guess, you're in sex work?
Okay, that was like a huge leap. You didn't like make it a little bit more like tunneled. I am a stripper, dancer, and yes, I specialize in sex work. I'm like a tantric healer is what I like to call myself. But yes, also sex work.
Hey, tantric. Is tantric the right way to say that? I'm thinking like Tonka trucks. Isn't tantric? I don't know. Maybe I'm the dumb one.
Because that word is like those words are really stigmatized. So trying to just make it normal by being like, yeah, I'm a sex worker. I work with sexual energy and releasing
Sexual energy.
trauma and like helping people come back to their bodies.
Come back to my body.
I'm getting hard just thinking about all this shit. Is this something
No,
that
you're not, Gary. Gary just wrote me. He says, hey, I need to come on there someday in the virtual Redban. I just bought a headset. Yes, Gary.
you've done before?
Like danced and shit, or just like
With horse shit or really any shit?
no? I mean,
Hold on. Let me ask Gary, what strip club does she work at? Please not a rose. I bet she works at the one by me. I found out did I tell you guys? I found out there's a strip club by me, and it's huge. It's like the size of a Costco. And it says full nude, which is very rare to have full nude. But it's bring your own drinks. So you bring your own bottle of like whiskey or liquor, and you pay for the mixers. You pay for the mixers. And how crazy is that? Like they're going to charge you like $15 for a Red Bull. You're not allowed to bring any mixers in. And I was thinking about this, and I don't know if they do this already, but what a fucking smart move. You have full nude strip club, you bring your own drinks. That helps them. They don't need to deal with having alcohol there. Probably frees them up from a lot of lawsuits. But you make a rule you're not allowed to leave any liquor or you take any liquor home with you afterwards. So I'm sure so many people overbuy, they buy too much liquor. Then you have another strip club next door that's not full, dude, and it's the same strippers. And then you're allowed to, after the place closes down every night, you go through and grab all the bottles that they didn't drink all of it. Then you take it next door and you sell that fucking liquor. Patent pending, all right? This is, if you want to go into business with me, at least give me 10% for that idea. Oh, no. I'm not even going to repeat what Gary just said to me. Oh, no. Not that. Oh, no, not a sponsor. Nothing. Okay.
No.
You've never done like scat porn or anything?
No. That would be.
She's never done scat porn. I kind of want to just be. I kind of want to just like follow her OnlyFans just to see how gross. Like I want to almost follow this girl now.
Shit, or really any shit?
No. I mean, no.
You've never done like scat porn or anything?
No. That would be cool, though. I'm feeling very inspired now.
What,
I in general, like, roll around in the dirt, like, all the time. Like, it literally grounds me.
I roll around in the dirt all the time. Does she know the difference between dirt, which is the planet we're on, and poopy? Gary has decided to, his lips, no more comments is pretty much what Gary just said, guys. I'm getting to the bottom of this. If anyone is wondering why Redban looks so pale, it's years of syphilis, antibiotics, and lack of vitamin. What's syphilis? God, the Twitch comments. Am I pale looking right now? Am I? I mean, I got gray hair. Yeah. I'm not red. I don't get it. I've been the same color my whole life, man. I don't get it. All right, let's continue.
So much. I'll just like be sitting down under a tree and then be like, okay, I'm just gonna like put this dirt on me, and then
are you a witch?
Gary. Oh my Lord, Gary, with the questions. What a good fucking question, Gary. Ari Mana says, I bet she was cute in high school. She ain't bad right now, Ari. She's not like roll around and put horse shit all over her place. You know, and she seems, even though she talks spiritual and hippie, she doesn't seem like she's that crazy. But, like, she's hippie crazy. Like, there's something else that she's not saying. Like, I'm German or she might be German.
I mean, I don't know. Am I?
Wait, what was the question again?
Put this dirt on me, and then
Are you a witch?
Okay, you know, she's just a crystal. This is why I don't fuck with crystal girls. This is what anyone that has crystals in their purse, if your girlfriend has crystals in her purse for healing, this is the kind of shit that she is and she'll turn into. It might be cute dating a young girl with crystals in her purse, but this is what they turn into. Just so you know, have an escape plan. You know, it's just like the same thing that they show people, like if you are in a school and there's a shooter, have an escape plan. Same shit when you're dating a girl like this.
I mean, I don't know. Am I?
You have the tattoo
You
on
tell
your
me.
eye.
Oh
You're talking
God.
about being grounded and stuff.
I think I'm just like a human being. I think we should all just be grounded in earth and like
So are you a witch, yes or no?
put down our phones and
God damn you, Gary, with the second fucking... Oh, Gary just fucking out there punching. Love me with some Gary.
enjoy life. Of course. Of course I'm a witch. I come from a long lineage of very strong, independent women.
Everybody's going to want to know, what drugs were you on?
Oh, I wasn't on any drugs.
You did that totally sober?
No, I would like it to be known actually that in your body.
Bullshit. If you did that completely sober, that is mental illness. Sorry, I'm just taking a photo for Gary.
Body, you can release like different elements of like different kind of like plant medicines. So I've done enough
Plant medicines.
LSD and things that like
LSD.
I've
All right,
encoded
so
that in my DNA.
so LSD is what I told. I think it was Janice. I told her I think she's on LSD. That was Janice was like, "What drug do you think it is?" And at first I said mushrooms, and I was like, "That's actually not mushrooms." And Janice was like, "No, that's not mushrooms," but LSD. And a little bit of mental illness, that'll get you through everything.
So like honestly, it's just like a part of my essence of who I am.
Essence.
But
like vanilla.
I will actually shout out to one friend.
Shout out. Oh, God. So she fucks black guys for sure. I mean, we've already had many, like if I was like Sherlock Holmes right now with the black microphone lip thing and I saw a black guy get tackled by the cops and laid down to lock eyes like the Lost TV show, I would say, yes, that is the nail in the coffin. All money, 100%, I am guessing. That's what this is all about. She's not getting fucked by the right black guy. And she is angry. What she got to do? Get some coal? Coal ain't a rock. That ain't a crystal. Unless you squeeze that coal and make it a diamond. God, is this a diamond thing?
Part of my essence of who I am. But I will actually shout out to one friend.
Oh, God. Shout out. Like, who does shout outs? We're not on. Oh, my God.
I was at the creek in the cave, and I was like, does anyone have a joint? Which is probably good, because joints do fuck me up. I'm not going to lie. I get very, like, psychoactivated.
Psychoactivated. So, all right. Final answer. Somebody gave this girl a joint on acid. Trying to match up her hand. Huh. Okay, I'm not doing that anymore.
Easily. But I was like, does anyone have weed? And he gave me like the tiniest little bit, and I did smush it into my cigarette. So I did have a little bit of ganja plant medicine. I have to think.
Ganja plant. She had some ganja plant. Guys, she had ganja plant. Oh, look at her prison tattoos. Touch her cleave right now. That little finger is a lot shorter than all her other hands. She must have got it chopped off, and she glued that little nail back on because that little finger is too short, and that's going into the deep depth of her cleavage right now. Oh, God, these prison tattoo hands. Oh, what is up with this veiny hand shit? And Gary, what are you doing to me, Gary?
All the little people, I couldn't do it by myself, but no, I was completely sober.
I shit you not. That was my friend Frank.
Oh, actually, and also,
I'm dead serious.
Wait. Is this a story I heard about about sucking on the toes?
I have a little bit of ganja plant medicine. I have to think all the little people, I couldn't do it by myself.
Little
but no, I
people?
was completely sober.
I shit you not. That was my friend Frank.
Oh, actually, and also.
I'm dead serious.
Oh, that was funny.
Wow. Gary said something to her and she wasn't listening. She was just rolling off her Rolodex of crazy things to say next. Oh, and then, do you guys know that's illegal?
Yeah, he's a comedian, and he actually told me
really?
he recognized you. I had lunch with him earlier.
No way, are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
what
the
a
world's
wonderful-
it's all interconnected.
Yay. Yeah, I knew I should come back to us. Can I say one thing too?
Well, she just said come back to Austin. Gary, where's she from? Oh my God, hold on. Gary. Is she Austin?
She told
Oh,
me
really?
he recognized you. I had lunch with him earlier.
No way. Are you serious?
I'm dead ass.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
Yeah,
what
the
a
world's
wonderful-
it's all interconnected.
Yay. Yeah, I knew I should come back to Austin. Can I say one thing too?
She's not from Austin.
There were moments where I
She's
looked
probably
crazy
Houston.
because everyone was like circled around me, and I have a thing where I don't perform for free. So I was like, get out of your.
Perform for free. I wonder if Gary made out with her. Ari? I'm guessing he fucked her. In that bush right behind him. Actually, he has a look, I'm just kidding. Gary has a beautiful new girlfriend, and he is not like that anymore. But if it was like Gary like 6 months ago, I bet he fucked her in that bush right behind Gary's arm. That's why he's not wearing his normal clothes. He's like, if she's wearing a shirt, let's just take off half the clothes before we even have this interview.
Your ones. Let's go. Let's do it. No one tips me. So like retributions, like, but it's actually not about me.
Well, you've definitely created your own niche of sex work genre, which would be public horse shit play. I don't even know what it would be. Hey, let me ask you this also. So people are calling you Poop Girl.
Okay.
Is this a nickname that you hope stays or doesn't stick or sticks?
It sticks.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine that happening to you? Like you wake up the next day and see it all over TikTok, and you're just getting tagged and shit, and people are sending you videos of what you did last night, and you were like, "Fuck yeah, it's happening, it's happening. I can feel my powers." Oh my God, is she proud of this?
Is or doesn't stick or sticks?
It sticks.
You want it to
No,
stick?
Like, I was laughing at that sticks.
Sticks
That's
like poop?
It stinks.
Oh God, get your minute together, Poop Girl.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, one, it's like not about me. This like whole thing wasn't like to get attention or to like start a new genre. Although I'm really surprised that everyone has such a strong reaction about poo. Like literally, like they are calling me like mental, like crazy. It's like, you guys, like it's one of the most beautiful things. It's like toxins leaving your body. I don't know. I don't understand like where everyone's like freaking out. So like.
So I just asked Gary, did you find out where she's from? Like, do we have to deal with this Poop Girl here in Austin? And Gary failed as a reporter. He was too busy trying to fuck this girl, I think. I think Gary was really getting hard. As the heat is he's dehydrated. He's talking about fucking energy and powers. And you got to think, like, Gary is looking at the other side of her face with this tattoo, and he's like, man, she's like a fucking rock and roll star. She's like fucking rock and roll star. And I asked Gary, is she from Austin originally? And he wrote back, I didn't even ask, too distracted by the poo. But I think someone mentioned her from being from Portland. Not positive, though. Portland makes sense, dude. I've said this before. I went to Portland once. And beautiful waterfalls. But I was at a Costco with the girl I was dating at the time, who was a porn star. And we had this competition because I noticed everyone was so ugly at this Costco. I'm like, why is there so many ugly people here? What is going on? And so we had a competition for like 30 minutes. All right, we're going to separate, and then you find one person you would fuck, and I would find one person I would fuck, and we'll meet back here at checkout, in like 30 minutes, and none of us could find anybody. And then right when I was walking out, the person that checked her receipt, like she was an old Asian woman. I was like, I'll fuck her. And then my girlfriend's like, you son of a bitch. And I won. Yeah, that's what Portland's like. Yeah, don't, unless you're there for the waterfalls, don't go to Portland. What are you, crazy right now? Just go to fucking Vancouver, and even that's got issues.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should be the one to be like, embrace your love, like embrace your poop. Like, what if I just like pooped in my hand and then like held it to the camera and was like, okay.
She's the kind of girl that would do 2 girls, 1 cup. Like this is the reason why there's fucking shit like 2 girls, 1 cup. People like this. This is 100% mental illness. This is 100% something else. Crystal meth.
We give thanks to all the nutrients in our bodies. Like, thank you.
Oh my God. This is like when Casio talks to us, but it's not about poop. At least Casio talks about us about like other like things, but this is like if Casio did crystal meth.
You for like feeding our souls, and like I release you. It's a good releasing technique.
Yeah, no, I like to have a good release too.
Should I start that? I seem like an expert in this combo, so maybe.
You know more about shit than I do. Well, okay, so you're gonna stick with Poop Girl then?
Well, no, I'm
Madam Jubilee.
Madam Jubilee. Yeah.
Madam Jubilee.
Yeah, but you can call me
Madam Jubilee. Madam Jubilee. You're a madam? Well, good day to you, madam. Would you like to go on a cruise to the Titanic? I think that company should just like, oh my God. I don't know if I should tell you right now. I just thought of the best idea ever. Think of this. Kevorkian submarines. Hey, you just won a free ticket to Kevorkian's submarine. The windows have been made by crystals from our Earth. You got chosen to be one of 7 members that get to go on our cruise line down to the Titanic, where you will put your mark on the Earth. And you just kill a bunch of people every time. Instead of like shooting them with shots or giving them like drugs, you put these people in a fucking submarine down to the Titanic. Or people from Portland. Like, what if it cost? It's free with healthcare. And if you don't have healthcare, if you have like a valid Portland driver's license, you're allowed to go there. Anyways, if you want to watch the whole entire video, please just go to my friend Gary Faust's YouTube channel. Look at that. It looks so intense. Gary Faust. I mean, Gary, Gary knows how to rock. He has a lot of fun videos, including interviewing comics.
All right, dude, so this is the outro? All right, so we're here in the front of Joe Rogan's Comedy Mothership in Austin, Texas on 6th Street. It's 8 o'clock.
Anyways, check him out. I love Gary. He's awesome. He's had a lot of fun interviews. He's done a lot of fun things. He hits all the fun topics, like transgender dating.
All right, we are at the Pecan Street Festival here in Austin, Texas on 6th Street, and we're going to be asking people about nuts, given that it's the Pecan Street Festival. Would you ever date a woman who had nuts?
No, I don't think I could.
Do you like nuts?
No, English no.
Do you like nuts?
I need a little bit more context before I answer that.
All right, get Gary Faust in your get Gary Faust in your YouTube. Gary's a good guy, and there you go. All right, I have some other things I want to talk about, but it's already been too long. So I'll fly through this. tomorrow I get a new phone, and Friday on Virtual Redban, if I do it Friday, it might be Saturday, but Friday on Virtual Redban, I will give you my first impression of a new phone. If you've been watching Virtual Redban for a while, you know that I've been interviewing. Oh man, I'm just wasted from this whole thing, guys. I'm sorry. If you guys have been watching Virtual Redman for a while, you know I've been a huge fan of the folding screen phones, either the flips, the folds, and I have had every single Samsung Fold. And the latest one, I just kind of sent back. I got rid of it because I'm kind of over the Samsung Fold. I do like my Samsung, was it Flip? The clamshell one. Anyways, Google has now gotten into it, and they have just released the new Pixel Fold. It is a foldable phone from Google, and it's the Pixel branding, which the Pixel brand has been very good with their the cameras. Google makes Android. You know, if you have anything that's not an iPhone, it's Android. Google makes Android, and they make phones. So if you get a Google phone, you have the rawest version of Android. No bloatware, it's just Android. People love the Pixel line of Google phones because of that, because it runs the best. I mean, obviously, it's like if you don't buy a Google phone and you use Android, you're using like a weird version. Like imagine getting an iPhone, but yet it has all this bloatware and like has all this extra shit on it from another company. It's like, ugh. But this is cool because this is Google's first time into being in the folding moment. And one thing that you might remember when I had talked to you guys about the foldable Samsung Fold phone is that I didn't like a normal phone is like this, right? It's kind of like a little square candy bar. But the Fold was skinnier. Like it was like, I mean, this is way too skinny. But I mean, it was this format. Instead of like a square in your hand, it was more like it just was not right. So that was one thing I didn't like, because the Samsung Fold had like a front screen, but it was like very squished together and it didn't feel good to use. And that's eventually why I decided, like, even when I got the latest Samsung Fold, I was like, you know what, I'm kind of over it. I might go to the Flip, the clamshell one. Well, when Pixel announced that they were releasing their own version of the Fold, the best thing about it was when I found out that they decided to do the opposite of what Samsung was doing. They were doing more, imagine it being the size of a passport or a remote. Like this is like, here, see this? Look, that's the front of the phone. Supposedly, it is like kind of like an iPhone. Or it's kind of like if you ever have had a passport. Instead of Samsung, which is really thin, and then when you open it up, it's big. This is like, it's very wide and chunky, like shorter. So it's like a chunky little one. And then when you open, it's more like holding like a tiny book. And I like the idea of this so much better. And when you open it up, it's a nice screen. Let's just take a little look at, this is Tom's Guide, which is something I trust. Everyone trusts Tom's Guide, right? Let's just take a look at their, a little bit of their review. If you want to go to the whole thing, it's Tom's Guide right here. Maybe.
Z Fold 4. The wider aspect ratio makes it easier to type and just use apps. Another big plus for the Pixel Fold is that this is the thinnest foldable when open, measuring 0.2 inches thick compared to 0.25 inches for the Galaxy Z Fold 4.
Make no mistake, this is a chunky phone.
With a large 7.6-inch display unfolded, the device feels comfortable to hold. However, at 10 ounces, this handset is fairly hefty versus the 9.28 ounces for the Z Fold 4. The biggest eyesore on the Pixel Fold is the relatively thick bezels around the internal display, making this otherwise futuristic handset feel like a throwback. But
The bezels don't bother me. Bezels don't bother me. Like, they don't. Like, if it's like a nice little bezel, who gives a fuck?
once you're immersed in content, you don't notice them that much.
There is definitely a crease here, which you'll notice more in direct sunlight and feel when you're dragging your finger across the display.
I give Google credit for the Pixel Fold's fluid friction hinge. It's super smooth in operation and I didn't hear any creaking. There's also no gap when closed, which will stop debris from getting in.
Google claims this is the most durable hinge available on a foldable, though time will tell.
Unfolded, the phone is flat, but I wouldn't say perfectly so. I'm not sure why I care about that, but it is a little annoying. With a water resistance rating of IPX8, the Pixel Fold can withstand being submerged in 1.5 meters of water for 30
So there
minutes.
you go. I just wanted to show you this. This is out. It's so far gotten pretty good reviews. I get this phone tomorrow. So for the Friday episode, I'll give you my first thoughts of the new Pixel Fold that comes out the 20. Oh, it comes out tomorrow. I get it tomorrow. It comes out tomorrow. So or today, I guess. Tomorrow is today. It's Wednesday. June 27th is when it comes out. It is. I've watched about 15 reviews in the last 24 hours of people that got it early and stuff like that. It is expensive, but Ari, man, it's like it is $1,800. But Ari, once you invest in something like this, and something comes out next year, you trade that in, and it's like, oh, I pay $300 more. It's like a pyramid scam. Ari, come on, get in the pyramid scam of technology. You just like, I don't have a Fold 4. I traded in for the new Flip 4, and then I'm gonna trade my Flip 4 into this, and yeah, it's a numbers game. Something else I wanted to show you is this. Our good friend Stud Muffin the Pimp, you guys know him from Virtual Redban. He gets all romantic with his VR editing, and he put together this new thing on his YouTube page, Stud Muffin the Pimp. And I can't really show you much of it because it's got Daft Punk music in it. But he did put out a video, and I did enjoy it. He does a good job at it. And the best thing about it, it's very professionally done. This is in VR chat, by the way. Beautiful world. I hope Stud Muffin joins us tonight because I would like to know what world this is. But he put out this new video, and it's to one of Daft Punk's songs. And he just did a great job. Stud did a great job editing all this, and love it. My favorite parts are when you're like, this is so cool, and then there's just this little potato guy walking around. Anyways, check it out at Stud Muffin the Pimp's YouTube page. All right, here's a trailer for a new game coming out. Let's check it out. This is called the Talos Principle 2. Talos. I don't know anything about it. Let's find out.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us, but perhaps there's more to it than that. What are we being tested for? Our worth? Curiosity? Our persistence? I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is just their symbolic value. Because the thing about puzzles is that they can be solved.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That actually looks fun. I mean, even with all the... If it wasn't for puzzles, you would never have an answer to the clue to be... I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, this is... drinking more than normal at this part 1. I don't know why. Jeez, I just poured a goblet of vodka. Anyways, that's called the Talos Principle 2, I guess. It's available on the PS5. Wait, is that even a video? Is that even VR? I don't even think that's VR. How'd that fall through? What is this? 1902, I was born. What? Get out of here! All right, this next one's called Genotype, I guess. Teaser trailer. Don't know what this is either. Who cares? Open beta, July 20th. I mean, that's just a horrible trailer. Here's something very interesting. Another Rockstar VR game could be in the works. You might know that I think Zuck said something like there was a VR game coming soon to the Quest. That was a couple of years ago, and then he hasn't talked about it since. I think he said something like Grand Theft Auto was going to come to VR, but like an old version of Grand Theft Auto, and then he didn't say anything anymore. Well, there's this article, and it says another Rockstar VR game could be in the works according to an actor's resume. So maybe some old dumb fuck did a voice for a new game and didn't know that they signed an NDA. What are they doing? I have no idea. I'm just guessing. I have not read this article. But let's be honest. We're all waiting for that new Grand Theft Auto. I mean, it seems like if Rockstar is putting their hand in, their cards in, they're going to go all in, right? Like, oh, you're going to be able to play this game. VR, AR, DR. You don't even know what DR is. That's my dick, bitch. What is this? Grand Theft Auto creators Rockstar Games could be working on or an announced VR title, according to an actor's resume. The news was first shared on Reset Era forums, which linked the resume or actor blah, 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 who is also known for his extensive work on film and TV, both as an actor and a voice actor. Wow, dude. So whoever his agency is fucked up. At least he's not getting sued. They are. The resume has since been updated to admit both the title and the Rockstar VR game anyways. Yeah, that's about all the news probably from it. So yeah, I'm sure. You know, His resume lists a number of games, including Silent Hill, Wanderer VR, Mantis, an undisclosed game from Genshin Impact Studio MiHoYo, an undisclosed Borderlands title, an undisclosed Rockstar game, where he would be the principal voice actor. I'm sure this happens a lot. Like, Rockstar's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Don't talk about shit. I mean, that's also like the best marketing / advertising you could ever have. Just have shit like this slowly leak out, like on this old dude's like, fuck, like, wow, you found that Easter egg? Thank you for helping us advertise, because now this story is on 10 different news sites. I mean, if I was a president of a marketing company, that's what I would do all the time. Like, hey, we're going to leak this out. We're going to leak this out. Like, we just do random shit and people find it. Like, I bet if you go to the weatherchannel.com, there's some kind of fucking Rockstar secret on that website somewhere. Hidden deep in like the forums of the Weather Channel. There's one person that's like, I just got done doing that. Anyways, we'll find out someday, hopefully, if there's even a new Rockstar game. Rockstar has not announced anything publicly. I am excited. You guys know that. I am hardcore lovers of Rockstar and the Grand Theft Auto peeps. This is kind of fucked up, though. This next thing I'm going to show you. Meta launches a monthly VR game subscription service for Quest. Here we go. All right, so this is nothing actually that bad. This is exactly what Xbox and PlayStation is doing. They have subscription services. Like, I think I'm a member of Xbox Live. Is that what they even call it nowadays? In my day, they used to call it Xbox Live, where I pay as, I think it's like, I don't know, I don't even know how much it is. How much am I paying? I should look at that. But every month you pay for Xbox Live. And then they usually have a couple games that you can download for free. And it's yours forever. As long as you have the service, you know. Then you could always have these games if you pay the $10. It's like Netflix, where you have to collect them all. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm the worst at doing that. I've probably fucked myself so many times and I still pay for it. Well, anyways, I guess Quest finally, or Meta finally decided that's a good idea. Let's just look at the trailer. I don't even want to talk. So $8 a month, you get 2 titles a month. It's just a game collection thing. I mean, what does that add? It's forcing you to buy something at least once a month for $8. Cassio's in the chat. I'm paying $15 a month for Xbox, and I don't know why. I mean, that's what they want you to get on. This is the kind of shit that they do. Like if you're not buying a game every month, we're going to force you to buy a game every month. And if you stop, we take them all away. Like, it's like some mind game shit. And normally I would go on a rant about that for like 30 minutes, but I feel like I've been ranting on the whole night. I need to stop. Who am I? Red Bar? Come on, I need to chill. This next thing is a game. It's not a VR game, but somebody posted it, and I saw some screenshots of this, and it looks just kind of calm and relaxing.
It's like childhood is the beach, and growing up is the sea. Can I still take...
Okay, this game was created by the Austin Poop Lady. Spoiler alert, she made this game. So now, is it like that's her in that picture right there wearing the exact same shirt? No, just kidding. No, but she made this game. What if she made this game? Then would this game be cool? Then would she be cool?
All these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest?
That's the black guy that got thrown down on the ground from Lost. Yeah, he was in Lost.
With my memories of my first love and my...
We all start as strangers, and then we go on the ground and get that horse shit on us.
Big dreams, sipping iced tea on my front porch when I scribbled down notes that said, don't forget this, don't forget that.
That's her, by the way, this is what she drew. This is her new t-shirt company. And that's her, like, with a big fucking dildo peeing all over. What's it called? A street apple? Who called that a street apple? That's a street apple.
Can I bring this purity with me wherever I go?
God, it sounds just like her talking.
A tender age, leaving childhood behind me. I still had all these toys to remind me. Locked them in a chest with a note from my first.
I definitely have to pause it so I don't get a copyright strike, but shit, that's a good song. What is this song? Is this song for the video game? Is this a real song? I'll get the copyright strike and I'll tell you, like, oh my God, look at this wall. It's got, like, you know, how tall you got. Shit. Kid shit. This looks pretty.
A note from my first lover, was it? How could we have known? Let me look.
They had to get Polaroid trademark shit on that, right? Look at all that cocaine in the sky.
I wanna linger on being a child. Let go of the worries on my mind. Maybe I'll know more when I'm 25.
25's too old. We all know 25's too old, right? Like 23. Ari Manis says, if it's over 23, it's not for me. And I'm like, come on, Ari. I mean, I met Janice when she was 23, and she was for me. Actually, I'm just kidding. I think I met her when she was 20. Janice! How old were you when I met you? 22? You old bitch! Yeah, it was 22 when I met Janice. So you're right. Yeah, 23's too old for me. Is that what the song goes?
No more when I'm 25.
Ew, 25. Oh, God. Anyways, that's called Simpler Times. It's not a VR game. It's on Steam today. I heard, or I read a review of somebody playing that, and they said it's just the chillest game. If you just like, if you just want to play a game that kind of just calms you and just like, there's no stress here. And it's just all like, I'm just going to go to this record player and play a song, or maybe do this and that. This might be for you. It's like relaxing and retro feelings. Yeah. Ari's in the chat right now. Ari says he hooked up with a 20-year-old this weekend. Don't judge him. You know, Ari, there's nothing wrong with hooking up a 20-year-old. You gotta I used to always think of it like you just gotta carve them out so they're never satisfied for the rest of their life, But Ari said he also hooked up with a 29-year-old, so it balances out. You're right, dude. You're right. It does. I mean, yeah. Yeah, the young girls kind of scare me now, because nowadays with the TikToks and the stuff, you're like, yeah, if I hook up with you, I mean, if my girlfriend was dead, if I hook up with you, like, are you putting it on TikTok? Like, just kidding. All right, guys, you have just watched the part 1 of Virtual Redban. If you don't know what part 1 of Virtual Redban means, put it in Google right now. I'll wait. I'm waiting. I'll wait. The mic is in my armpit right now. I am at edit, free transform. Not my kids. Not my lovers. You know what happened the other night? YouTube age restricted me like Tim Dillon. They age restricted me. For not part 2 of Virtual Redban, but part 1 of Virtual Redban, which is, wait, you're talking about where I talk about nerdy shit? Like what you guys just watched. Like, why would you do I get part 2. We get wasted. Part 2 of Virtual Redban's a whole different monster. We say and do horrible things on part 2. That's why it's like 5 hours long. Like, it's just a nightmare. It really is a nightmare. Because we usually get wasted and we're playing virtual reality. So it's easy to say and do horrible things. But part one is usually, I mean, you guys just watched it. It's just pretty much just talking about news and doing news stuff. Like, I'm a fucking Gary Faust on the streets. But yeah, I got it. And when I was like, I challenged it. And I was like, hey, no, I was talking about like video games and shit like that. And they wrote back, no, your avatar or your thumbnail was very inappropriate. You're using like, it's either sex parts that's blurred or like they use like all this wording that's like, whoa, no, I'm not like doing anything sexual. Like, that's just me as Wendy saying, like, doing a selfie. And they said, no, you're wrong. And they are mad at me. Like, YouTube is mad at me because of the thumbnail from the last episode, part 1. And if you look at the episode part 1, hey, can I show it to you? Let me see if I can show it to you. What was it called? What was the last episode of Virtual Redban called? Let me think using my brain channels. What was that shit? I had enough. The YouTube is called I Had Enough. Can I find that? What would I call that? Oh, I know what I could do. I could just show you my Twitter. I have it on my Twitter still. Oh, God. If you guys don't know, this whole time I've been just doing Photoshop. And I've been trying to use my brain to talk while Photoshopping at the same time. Anyways, this is the photo that right there. That's me playing virtual reality as my character, sexy Pippi Longstocking. And they said, let me tell you, oh, is there a way I can tell? You know, I can probably go on my phone and do it. They say, you know what, I'm not. I'm just going to give you a good example. I'll tell you directly if you need me to. But I go, hey, you know, why'd you age restrict this? And then they wrote back like, you are showing either blurred or sexual things and blah, blah, blah. And like, it was all about like sex and like shit. I'm like, I get this person has boobs, but even as a woman, the shirt on, there's nothing bad about that photo. Sure, this person has boobs, but it's nothing bad. There's no nipples even. Because she has hangers? Is that what's the problem with you, YouTube? Because she has hangers? YouTube is so fucking stupid sometimes. I love you, YouTube, but you gotta have people that like step in and be like, all right, come on, this is just fucking stupid. You got to. Anyways, I don't know how we got there. This is the end of part 1. If you're new to Virtual Redban, it's in 2 parts. This is like the non-virtual part where I just talk about dumb shit like my hangers. And the second part is where we actually go into virtual reality and hang out with a bunch of people in virtual reality and do the same shit, but we talk with things and go to Disney World and shit. So part 2 is going to start in 10 minutes. But this version that you're watching right now is going to stop. So make sure you subscribe to me on youtube.com/redban, or you go on Twitter. In about 10 minutes, part 2 will start. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog, eat a muffin, a corn muffin. You ever had corn muffins where they had like the corn pieces in? I ate corn 8 hours ago. I have not seen it yet. I call corn my trackers, and I'll let you know how long it takes till I see my tracker, because you have to do that shit. How long are you digesting food for? Always have a tracker. You have 10 minutes. I'll see you soon.